How much does a Webkey cost? There are many costs associated with the Webkey. Obviously, there are the hard costs of production. The raw materials, including the chip, the paper, the printing, the size of the piece, and the assembly itself. The chip starts off at about $1, and costs go up from there. But that's only part of the cost. The other part of the cost involves the strategy and the data. I'll state right here and now, if someone's buying a paper Webkey or web card based on price alone, they're barking up the wrong tree. The question's not about price. The question's about return on investment. If you don't have the correct strategy behind the Webkey, it's going to matter little how much you saved by buying it from the black market. Yes, that's right. The paper Webkey is a patented product. So if you're not purchasing it from the Connect to Web brand, you're subjecting yourself to the possibility of fines and royalty fees. The reality is that we all know there's black market for almost every product in the marketplace. And some providers have less ethics, and they might get away with a copycat production of any given piece. But what they cannot duplicate is the intellectual capital of strategy and design that the Connect to Web team brings to the table. So, getting back to the cost, what will we look at when we're trying, and what are we trying to achieve? What are our assets? What is the budget to get this project done? We're going to look at the database of who gets the paper Webkey. Do we know them individually, by name? Do we know them as a group or a segment? Men, women, old, young? Or do we have more of a generic universe where they're going to be deployed? Each scenario has a different cost in setting up that database. And each scenario has different implications based upon those specific goals. So, we need to look at where we're going to be sending our users and why. Is there only one universal URL landing page that we're going to be sending them? Are there a number of them? Again, probably based on segmentation. Or does each and every key need to be directed to a unique or a personalized URL in a true one-to-one marketing fashion? Who's going to design and who's going to host those landing pages? All of these factors will enter into the cost. We're not selling a Webkey. We're selling Connect to Web marketing programs. Finally, what kind of tracking is going to be required? Our motto is, if you're not tracking it, don't do it. Depending upon the variables that are being measured are always going to help determine your costs. So, what does a Webkey cost? The answer is truly complicated, but make sure that you're working with a professional Connect to Web team because we connect the dots. Thank you.